Hello, my friends, and we are back in the craft room. So I apologize ahead of time if this video is at all shaky, but I am filming with my phone, and I'm going to give you an overview right now of my current situation, which is really bothering me. This part right here isn't bad. With the exception of a couple of minor things. Now, if I pan up to the top, this is where you start to see the piles, right, of stuff that I have put here to deal with on another day. I did clean up this area down here, which had my thickers. Let me see, right, whenever I'm too lazy to put them in there, I put them on top laying flat. And a couple of things I'm thinking about reconfiguring this area a little bit, maybe moving this Sterilite 2-drawer unit somewhere else, because I'm having a little bit of an issue getting to these. Now, these I don't visit. These are my papers by color, but I've been going into them a little bit more and more, and they're just difficult to access because, especially the ones over here, I was having a heck of a time trying to just get in there and even see what they were. So I would love to move them up to the top, but they don't fit. As you can probably see, this is an 8.5 by 11 like folder. And it just it barely fits in there. So my papers, my 12 by 12s will not fit there. So, and the only shelves that I really have paper that is 12 by 12 is in these two sections and the one there in the bottom. So I think I just need to move this and put it somewhere else to be able to access it. And then maybe I can even bring some of my desk down a little ways. So that's kind of where I am. And I'm gonna, in a second here, pan over to the right. So this area isn't horrible because I just finished making some page kits for a crop that I'm going to be attending, and I was using most of this space. I have in this container here some base pages, so that's what I was working on. I took some of the kind of leftovers from different page kits, and I have them. There's just a few of them right there, and I've gone ahead and made page kits with the printed photos. That's what you see there. So these others here are ones that I have already prepared, and the same thing, I'll just scan over here, is this section right here. There's not that many of them, but those are all ready to go. The bulk of them are over there, and that's only because I have to still finish them up. I need to just add some embellishments, and by embellishments I mostly probably need enamel dots. Other than that, they're good to go. I can go ahead and probably just take a look at what's there and just make a little list of the enamel dots that I do have to bring. So I need to tidy up this area so that I have like sticky notes for everything. I was using sticky notes for my kits, and I need to put my photos away on my Rascog. And but I was debating about changing this area altogether. But I think for right now, I'm just going to try to make do with changing this area and see whether or not that works a little bit better for me. So I will be back. All right, guys. So I apologize for the lighting in here. The lighting is not the greatest in this area. You're getting a different angle of my scrap area. And I apologize because I am also trying to record this on my phone. And so this is one of the areas that I want to tackle. And I think I'm going to try pushing this, I don't know if it'll focus here, a little bit back and see. This is going to give me and open up this room right here. And then I'm going to try rearranging some things on my desk. I have, what you don't see is I have started, some of you who follow me, this is probably going to go up much later, but I have done basically nothing in this area, except for I did go ahead and move this Sterilite container that you see here. And I've gone ahead, and I'm sorry if I'm making you dizzy, I've gone ahead and I have moved my Rascog right into this area because I can wheel it out if I need to get in there. I still haven't organized the shelf at all, but I would just wanted to point out what the little changes that I have made. And sometimes I just like to try things on, like try them out first and then see how I do with it. And then I can come back to it or change it up if I don't like it. So the same thing we'll do the same thing with this table, just because that other space back there tends to it was really cluttered with a whole bunch of stuff. And so I'd rather, you see how yellow it looks? Everything looks yellow because of the lighting in here. Awful. Some of you may know that I was getting ready for a crop. So this is all of the stuff I have previously and most recently purged from my space. Some of them are going to be gifts for friends who are coming to the crop with me, and some of the other things I'm going to sell. And I've just bagged things up by likeness. So ribbons, alphas, what else is there? Stamps. What else do I have in there? Chipboard, that sort of stuff. That's all that is going. I did go through, here, let me just adjust a bit. I did go through my use it up bin. So that is really tidy now. I also went through my, color bins and purged some of that. I went through, for those of you who are familiar with my channel, I also purged my word bin that I have here, as well as my dimensional stickers and things that I have there. So I did not a ton, but just enough, like the smaller packs that I knew I probably just wouldn't get to or use. So that's pretty much it. I haven't purged very much else. That bag is enough. I think it's good. We'll see what sells, what doesn't sell. It's fine. And what else? I think that's it for now. The next thing I'm going to be tackling, I'm probably going to do a short video to show you how working on different kits, so putting page kits together, how that, which is here, how that helps with packing less stuff for the crop. Obviously, we're not talking about this because this is not, I'm not going to use any of this stuff at the crop. And that is just going to be for my computer. So that's just my computer bag, my electronics, all that stuff. So yeah, so that's what we have here. That over there is a class that I'm going to be taking from Crop and Create. So by this time that this video goes up, that will probably be in the works. So you can look forward to some of that, some of the finished content from that. But I think we're in really good shape. I think it is time to tackle the shelf. And then the desk, the top of the desk. I want to rearrange some things. So, all right. So join me. I'm going to record this and probably do a voiceover. Okay, friends, so I am tidying up this area. I'm taking the opportunity to do a little bit of a deeper clean that I probably would have done normally because I'm moving stuff around. Sorry if you hear some background noise here. I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay, so I'm just getting closer to the microphone. So I have these Clorox wipes that I just had left over from a trip that I was on. So I'm just taking the opportunity to just use them up before they dry up and just doing this deeper clean than I normally would. Normally I would just dust it but I'm taking the opportunity since I'm moving stuff around, might as well, right? So here I'm just, for the electronics, I just like to use my my Swiffer. So that's what I just ran to go get. And then little by little, I'm going to start putting stuff back where I feel like it needs to be, or where I want to try it out for a bit before I make some final decisions. I've been living with this now for a few days, not a long time, just a few days. And I can tell you, I'm really liking it. I'm fussing with this and I'm wasting too much time on this. I just didn't put two and two together that my, my two plates and my magic mat are stacked on top of one another. So now I have moved over to my desk, and so I'm tackling my desk very similar to what I just did with the that area in the other table. I'm going to go ahead and do the deep clean here. And I'm going to wipe down all of the surfaces essentially and make sure that I get a good clean from this reset, from this opportunity that I have to move some things around. I will in a few minutes I will come on here and I will start really moving things around on this desktop. I'm gonna vary it quite a bit. I've been known to do this. I reset my space. Sometimes out of boredom, sometimes I just need a change of some kind, and so this part of organizing is something that, I don't know, for me, I enjoy. And so taking the time to do this sometimes helps me feel like I am making my space a little bit more usable or more appealing. So it's not uncommon that I change things up, which is one of the big reasons why I don't like a lot of stuff on my desktop, on my Surface. And here I am just taking, as I have probably mentioned, I have these two computer stands. They are from IKEA, and I'm just giving those a wipe down. That top shelf, I think I mentioned, is also from IKEA. And you can just put those legs on them, and they're great they have served me well for my desktop in multiple spaces now that I've been in. So, okay, so we're just gonna start putting things back together here, and in a second I am gonna come back real time and just show you, give you an update here. But here I'm just putting just different things that I keep on my desk, my little calendar. I need to go through that jar of, there's just a whole bunch of different things in there. I'm putting back my mat, my trimmer, my drawer with for my electronics, my mouse, all kinds of different things that I use both um, for work and for scrappy time. So um, yeah, the mat is not that old either. So, but I do very frequently give that a good wipe down so that it doesn't get dirty. All right, guys, I'm going to give you an outline of the changes I made to my desk. Gonna try it out again. Don't know if it's gonna stay like this, but I figure it might as well. So this is the surface of my desk. This is this is an IKEA shelf, and these are also from IKEA. I love these. These are like computer stands or something like that. I separate them, put them back together. It really depends on my feel. I just need a little bit of a change up. So for now, I've just gone ahead and put them together. It works for me. And then, so here is like my laptop, and I keep some remotes and notes and things like that. My keyboard stays down here, my mouse. And up here is my light, my little cell phone holder. And then these are just miscellaneous Apple cords, things for my Apple devices, and then everything else is on in the other drawer. That's just from an acrylic drawer set from Home Goods. So I think I showed you the other part, but this is different for me. So sometimes I like to do these, kind of refresh my desktop to see how I like this. It does also give me a good chunk of space here to put things all along this side of the desk if I want. And I'm just going to pivot over here. I did go ahead and move my TV further down, and so it gives me a little bit more space down here. I was fiddling with this because I think I have it set. Usually the pads and everything go, but I think it's because I added the extra acrylic with the magic mat. So I think that's why it's not going in. And then those are just some extra scissors that I love that are in my space. And then, yeah, that's it for now. So now this area is now refreshed, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to see how much time I have, and then I'm going to start maybe just tidying up this first shelf. It probably doesn't need a whole lot. This shelf with the collections. So let's get to it. Okay, guys, so that literally stunk. I just finished tidying up these two shelves in less than 20 minutes. I went through, reorganized, got things where they need to be, particularly my bagged embellishments by theme, and made sure that that at least the sections were somewhat tidy. I didn't go through every single collection. I just kind of put the spacers where they needed to be. This I'm not yet done with. They are sitting here. But at first I needed to tidy up these two areas. I'm going to leave that to last because I think I'm going to end up having to get some of these, like, what are they called? End bookends to hold the bottom, because I don't think that they're going to sit up straight. So I just don't have enough product down here, which is fine. Or I may just need to take out one of those cropper hoppers and have everything be a little bit more tidy. All right, so I apologize that you missed that. I thought I hit record, but I must have not. But yes, I will come back. We will do this part. I'm going to just sort it. And all right, I will be back. So in this next clip, I'm going to show you that I am going to go ahead and I am going to tackle trying to go through this, what's not actually a lot of paper. I'm trying to put this into, as I go through it, I'm putting it into categories that I use in my craft room, so that when it's time to go through them again, if I am putting things away by in different in my categories, like for example, if there are Halloween papers, that when I am getting ready to put away the Halloween papers, I will have them all. If I have papers from different collections that I'm making, I'm doing those all kind of at once. So I'm putting the piles together in the way that I organize my papers. And that quickly really takes care of the bulk of it. I usually have my stool that I use, but that Felicity Jane paper box, that box that I just put away, is filled with cut files, and it's not filled. I do. It's the reason why I was out is because I was actually looking through it to see if I had any cut files. So it's something that I tend to do. Like I binge, like I do a whole bunch all at once, and then I go back to it and use them, if that makes sense. So here I'm just going through again, putting things away by categories. I knew I had more of this Kitey Swap collection, and so I'm just making sure that I put it back all together. I think this is from, I don't remember where I got this couple of extra sheets of it, but I am making sure that I put it with the other Kitey Swap stuff that I do have. All right, so we're tackling, you see, it's almost done. I'm not going to end up doing every single one, because the ones that are the papers that I'm going to be doing and putting away by color are ones that I'm going to hold off until I do that bottom shelf. I have not done it, even as of when I'm doing this voiceover. I still have not been able to complete that, so that will probably be in a separate video. But I wanted to show you that at the very least that this piece of just the tidy has really already made a difference. So I feel like my space is very refreshed to be able to come back in here and start to work. So here I'm just going through the last of the last papers to be put away by theme, and I have some masculine. I think I have maybe some family. And now I can't remember exactly where I'm heading, but that's usually what I keep there. And I think I'm just looking. Yeah, that's the masculine. And then I find these kind of random Page Evans. I think those were the Page Evans, and they end up going back with, no, this is crepe paper. They end up going with crepe paper. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and taking the time out of your day to support my channel. Come back for next time. We did it. That's all that's left, the colors. So until next time, bye for now.